At the Sennheiser booth, we're going to take a look at some of the most exciting products that they're showing off. This one is all over the booth. You guys have, what, at least like 20 of them on display here. So this is the Momentum circumaural headphone, headset, whatever you want to call it. It does have a mic built in with volume control and track skipping. It's made of metal, so this is a very premium product. And we've got Scott from Sennheiser here to tell us a little bit more about what makes the Momentum so special.
Yep. Well, with the Momentum, we're taking a retro look at the headphones, very, very similar to Sennheiser's past. We're using leather ear cushions, leather headband, replaceable inline cord. So the cord, if something were to happen, it is replaceable. Everything is modular. Here with the all-metal headband design, very durable. You know, it can stand to be thrown in the bag, taken with you, good on commutes. The cushions, with it being the soft leather, great for isolation of outside noise and supplying the best premium sound.
Yeah, I can vouch for that. You were saying that you guys are using a leather that's also quite moisture and sweat resistant as well. Yes. Although I'd imagine if you're carrying something this light around on your head, you probably shouldn't sweat too much unless you're going for a jog.
Yeah, no, this would be if you're wearing them on the plane and it gets a little hot, so it won't, you're not going to break your headphones just with a little sweat.
So tell me why they cost $349. Do they sound that awesome?
They do sound that awesome. This is one headphone that we are extremely excited about, especially sound-wise. It brings something completely new to the market with sound, with features. The design, the style at that price point really fits in with a lot of how the market is going today.
Very exciting. Now we're going to head over and check out some PC gaming headsets. Gaming headset-wise, Sennheiser has what looks like pretty much a complete refresh of the high end. The PC350 has been replaced with the 350 SE, the 360 has been replaced with the 363D, and they've got a very exciting sort of multi-platform headset as well. So Scott, why don't you start with the 363D? Is this something that someone like an HD 555 user such as myself would want to upgrade to get a headset rather than a headphone?
Absolutely, and it's funny you mentioned that because the 363D also uses the same drivers from that series of headphone. So we're giving you the audiophile headphone quality in this headset and then throwing on a noise canceling microphone, a analog or USB decoding option so you can play a 5.1, 7.1 surround enabled game and get that simulated back into the headset too, which is in an excellent way, so you're not doing because there's no good surround way for the headsets these days, so doing it through the decoding, having it come out is a much more accurate, much more lifelike response.
I actually have a lot of viewers ask me about getting 7.1 headsets with the actual sort of 4 speakers in each ear, and I always tell them the same thing. You have 2 ears, so you need 2 speakers. You want to do it with software in order to get bigger, better drivers, and I think, yeah, you're just giving me the old nod here, so why don't we move along? That's the U320, so you're saying this is with one cable compatible with PC, Xbox, and PS3, so how much does that cost?
That's at a $179.95, and along with PC, Xbox, PS3, also Mac platform as well. So with you'll have a USB connector as well as a set of RCA analog to get your audio out, whether it be from your TV through the audio cables of the console gaming itself. So now you have just a one solution for all of your gaming needs.
Fantastic. Okay, I just want to show one thing about the 363D here. So there are a couple upgrades versus the 555s that would get me thinking about it. So you've got the boom mic that has active noise canceling on it, right?
Active noise canceling and also an automatic mute function when the microphone is in the up position.
And then the other thing here is you've got volume control built right into the side of the headset, something that you don't necessarily see on headphone products.
Right.
Okay, so let's move over to the 350 SE. Now, I'm more of an open headphone guy, so this isn't so much my cup of tea, but my wife loves her 350s. What does the 350 SE add that she doesn't already have?
With this, it's a lot of cosmetic differences. So we're improving the structural integrity of the headset, so slightly different design on the headband and the yoke. Braided cables, so better durability at the cable side. and slight improvement. Again, we're putting in the volume control on the ear cup, automatic muting on the mic. Before in the previous generation, all of that was inline on the cable. So if anything were to happen, that whole part would have to be replaced. Here we're making it easier for a modular service design, so this way there's not so much more downtime if you need any parts.
Why don't you do just a quick spiel on open versus closed for the viewers here?
Yep. With a closed headset, you're getting more isolation from ambient noise. So if you're in a dorm or a noisy environment, you want to keep a lot of the noise out. That's normally when you'll go with closed. They're also a bit more aggressive sounding, so it'll be a lot more bass emphasis, be a little bit boomier, especially if you're doing a first-person shooter or something along those lines. With an open air, it's a much more natural listening environment because you're allowing the air and acoustics to flow in and out, and you will be more aware of your surroundings. But what we find happens with that, with a natural environment, you're getting a much more transparent, much more accurate response. It's much more pleasing to our ears and the way our brain is perceiving it when it's done that way.
All right, well, you know what? Thank you so much. This has been fantastic, Scott. And guys, don't miss any of our CES 2013 coverage. Make sure you're subscribed to Linus Tech Tips.